Scary.
I'm afraid because OG, how do you Nigma need BKBs? They need BKBs, but at the same time, their whole draft has like one method of catching heroes. You're gonna run behind the clockwork. Maybe Miracle pops off because his blink dagger timing effectively determines how aggressive they can play.
Yeah.
But I'm really OG has it's experience-based damage. You get levels, cast spells, you kill heroes.
Should be a good one here between OG and Nigma, and I think, Fog, we've got exactly what you want to see draft-wise from these two teams, right? I'm seeing 4 heroes on both sides that are going to be running around, also while you have Ana farming away on the Deucer, ILTW on the Terrorblade. You know, this game, it's got all the parts covered. We're going to have team fight. We're going to potentially have the big, beefy late-game carries. We got it all.
And this is going to, you know, they're saying the battle of the mids. You know, I'm excited for Hoodwink versus Tiny because I haven't seen the matchup really. I don't know how it's going to go. Tiny feels like he's going to farm just fine. You can also use your Quelling Blade to cut the tree when you do see that the stun is coming for you. But I think this is the battle of the 4s. The way that Sox has been playing for the side of OG and the way GH has been securing stuff, and I'm really liking Clockwork right now. So I'm looking at these two, seeing what they're going to be able to do inside early game, because I feel like their positioning is going to be so crucial to disrupt these big team fight combos that will be coming out, especially from the side of Team Mako. We have Darkseer and Warlock. These two heroes have been always known as these kings of team fights. So let's see if OG can break it up.
But Nigma ready to look for some action already. What's a big fatal? 1-0 on the 4th, and they're on top of Saxa. GH, he will go down, but Saxa's going to be the first to fall as Nigma claim first blood.
GH gets the kill. Thompson gets the rebuttal, so Thompson will be enabled nicely. I'm gonna be watching at mid and the 4 positions for the most part. Side lane still definitely will be a bit exciting, but it's a Warlock with a Terrorblade, so we'll see lots of heal sustain. Bloodseeker also, lots of heal sustain. And we'll see what Saxa does with these early movements. Instantly TPing top.
Okay.
So wants to secure Medusa's farm right away here.
And how long will this sort of last with the 3 of them up here? But like you look to the bottom half, is Seb going to struggle a lot?
They've done this quite some times. I've seen them do these kind of things a lot of times when they see a passive hero like Warlock that can't actually force a hero out. So, you know, I said one of the times that they were actually going to break it up early on, but they actually don't. You know, they like to just leave this kind of tri-lane action when they do have these super carries on the side of OG.
Sure. Because down bottom, as Seb, he can deal with the pressure here from the 2 of them. You know, Terrorblade, Warlock, not the most threatening of lanes. Obviously, a very safe lane for RLTW, right? But nothing that should be killing Seb whilst he's on his own.
No. Unless he just steps up just way too far. He will have struggled to get some last hits because we will see Kuroki just follow him around, but every time there's a blood right, he secures that range creep. So far, so good for Seb.
Yeah, I gotta ask, who's do you prefer? Who do you think has got the better draft here?
Oh, it's tough to say, really. Like, these Terrorblades have been very impressive lately for me, but Medusa at the same time, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really close as GH. The tri-lane, they will be able to get the kill with the 2 supports.
They're trying to get aggressive onto Saxa. Mind control.
Mind control's low.
He's got to be a little careful as well. Ana just steps across, and Mind control, pop and verify won't save him.
And now GH as well. He's just going to go down.
Well, I think that's the easiest double kill Ana's ever had. And, well, you know, if you watch his pubs, he's had a lot of easy double kills. But, well, there you have it. Just hand it to him.
Yeah.
And so from these mids as well, as you said, you've been seeing Thompson sort of crushing it in pubs on this hero.
A couple times.
You expect sort of what just the full playmaking build.
They cut the tree, they stop the stun.
They've got him trapped in the cogs.
But he gets out quickly.
He's away. GH tries to dive in, but the Fairy Fire's up, and with the TP over from Saxa, GH won't move in anymore. Thompson's going to be fine.
The 2 games I believe that I saw, Miracle does have to be a little bit careful. Stun.
Oh.
Will connect.
Oh, hello.
Roll is off, but might still just go down the cost.
It's close. Oh my goodness.
He gets him.
We're getting these moves already here. The sort of the 1% HP plays as he'll survive. Thompson not quite able to get that. Okay, Saxa's fine. Able to get to the high ground roll away.
And both offlaners, I think, are the ones that really have drawn that short straw. We see Mind Control. He's level 4, 12 last hits. We see Bloodseeker Seb, also level 4, 9 last hits. So they're the ones going to be struggling to get some enhanced timing for themselves.
Sure. So GH, Mind Control, trying to get aggressive onto Ana. Unlikely to have anywhere near the damage, though, is Ana.
They actually get on top of him, though.
With these snakes, though, giving the mana back.
It's doing pretty good.
I mean, Anna's standing his ground. He's feeling confident in the back of this
Got
company. The
Dots coming.
Stacks is in. Roll forward onto GH. They're going to be able to take down the clock. GH goes down. Mind Control has to hide in the trees. You saw there just the confidence of Anna and his teammates.
Oh.
He can stand his ground, get the hits in. Mind Control.
They know he's still up here.
He's got to hide. He does have a TP.
They did the scan on the south side, so they know he didn't go that way. But yeah, maybe expecting him to have TP'd out. As Miracle now making a rotation. He's smoked up.
Oh, and Anna's
Anna's
still
low.
low. Miracle, is he able to get in on this? Toss into the avalanche. He's got one. He's going to be able to take down both of them. A beautiful rotation from Miracle. Will put an end to sort of the reign that Anna's been having up here. He's been having quite a nice time indeed with the kills that he's been granted.
Deep ward placed. We do see that
Miracle's
Kuroki-
still top.
He is still in the
I don't
area.
think they're quite prepared for this move. Once again, Miracle steps in. He grabs another.
Bang, bang. Nice moves playing around that Darkseer, helping out Mind Control a little bit. He's still low, though, and he's got the thirst. Saksa might go for the snipe.
Oh, Saxa. Oh, the
ward sees him.
with the dodge. And Miracle's here, so now Saxa, he's in a bit of trouble.
He's got a full combo as well. That's very likely to just one-shot him.
Don't breathe.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
The creeps.
the creeps. They've outed him.
Can you get the full combo on him? The slow. Won't be able to get the full combo.
It might just be enough with a few punches, though. And it is. Slaps him down with the big old tree. Another kill for Miracle's Tiny.
Super early movements. Thompson not going to be matching those himself this time around. So Miracle coming out ahead in this laning phase just with these
4-0-6.
early rotations. Yeah, very nice. And now Seb is also 6. And he is going to be going for the Veil build on the Bloodseeker. So, as we mentioned, spell amp aplenty. So definitely going to be eyes on these sharpshooters as no tail. Farm that 5 gold. I'm really excited to see how much damage it's going to do.
I see it. If they can find Mind Control. Mind Control is very low in these trees.
Ooh.
As they see him. He's going to try and
dead.
run. You can't run from that. Another kill here for the two of them up top.
And a quick tip. Saksa and Thompson, they're looking for him. They've got the damage if they get onto him.
Hello. The Centaur, the neutral actually up and up with a bit of setup here as they've got him caught. The Centaur, though, is he able to get the angle? He is. There we have it. Thompson, can he get out? If he gets away with this, he can. Saxon's going to be the one left behind as Miracle will manage to clean him up, but Thompson gets the job done. Cost him a support, but it's a dead Terrorblade at the end of the day. Thompson's going to be happy. Let's see if Thompson is still able to achieve something. 5 seconds till the sharpshooter's back up. The pressure coming in onto Anna. He's going to need backup. It's on the way. Saxon TP's in. Vacuum back on Anna. For the one charges, but seeing huge amounts of damage there coming out from RTW already at this stage of the game with the Metamorphosis. Just a little bit too much for Anna to try and stick around in lane against as GH.
On Saksa.
Got the catch. Saxa. He's not going to be able to roll out of this one as GH is able to get the walk in and more than enough damage here buffed up by the Iron Shell of Mind Control. As Nigma can continue to keep this top space nice and safe for RTW to keep pushing
Oh,
on.
he blocks him with the acorn shot. Look at that.
And now with the rupture.
But Miracle's here. There's a lot of damage too that comes from this.
In the combo. Not quite. Thompson is able to finish it off here with a sharpshooter. Another move made here as Thompson starting to get active. And successfully so. Kill after kill now for the Hoodwink.
And he does take the Ironwood tree. I was wondering if he's going to keep the Keen Optic or not for himself, but he keeps that one so he can do his combo as well. He can stun with that Ironwood tree. And the stats. Very important to have any extra bonus stats versus a Tiny. Also the raindrop. These little things will keep him alive versus some of these combos early on. Early rotation from Team Nigma with the ILTW Terrorblade. We'll get the tower. Toss. It's deep though.
Straight in underneath the tower. Miracle wants to get in. Poor GH.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, they're gonna. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Like,
Tiny Airlines. I mean, if there was ever any player that didn't deserve getting Tiny Airlined, it was GH, but he just did. Miracle's like, we're going in. GH is like, what? To make sure the game is as close as possible.
An early meta, another one, going for the towers. As we said, Nigma will be dictating the pace for these tower pushes a little bit easier.
Miracle. He's in with the combo. Hooks on the follow-up. Let's see if they've got enough to bring him down.
Oh, the bot.
He's getting dropped here by Kuroki. Vacuum as well. Out of the three of them, they're going to be able to run down Anna. The Medusa will fall. Ice Blast coming out in return.
Off the mark.
GH, Mind Control, Miracle trying to continue to push forward. Ooh, the kick on the Miracle. Miracle still somehow alive, but with the stick charges, finally he'll fall. But it'll cost the life of Saxa. And with ILTW turning up, Seb's got no place in this fight. He has to run.
They're healing up ILTW as well. GH gets on top of the AA. Thompson has to scurry away. As the Ancients, ILTW will be able to take these
there
away.
We go. A little bit of a bonus as well for Nigma off the back of that fight. A 3-for-1. And a nice double stack of the Ancients that RTW is able to get involved in cleaning up.
And we mentioned, you know, the battle of the 4 position. Sox is struggling this time. 1, 6, and 6. GH, he's level 8 with the hood already. He's got his Aghanims already queued up, so definitely some great potential for this Clockwork to just continue to do these amazing plays for himself. He is enabled a little bit better because he's got that Ion Shell to work with. Miracle.
And seeing with the jump mid, sees an opportunity to get on top of Notel, will take the kill. Thompson turns hit the bush right, but GH, he's ready to go in on him.
Sure
with a hook shot. Traps Thompson. Thompson trying to break his way out, but he can't. Gets dragged back by the vacuum of mind control. As Nigma bringing the action now to pace. They're not ready. They're going to get the jump in on Ana. Toss back, but Ana is able to put the stone gaze. Nigma, they'll back off for now. Whilst the ultimate goes off here for the Medusa. Seb, go for a Rupture onto GH. GH is out with the TP, and he's away.
See ya.
So Rupture, I'm going to grant him anything there. Does have the Arcane Ring, though. So
they're going again.
Yeah, Miracle, just no holding back here. Anytime he sees a hero in mid, he's in with the combo. Seb will live.
Nice blast. Don't have any follow-up.
He wants to do something with this.
They do.
He's going to dive in here with the roll, gets the control onto the tiny follow there from Thompson with the sharpshooter coming in. They'll blast the head off Miracle.
Constant aggression as expected, 15 to 11. Ana still farming, but does feel like Nigma, they've gotten quite a bit more out of this early game in particular. And there is always things that we do have to factor in as well. This lead with Nigma, they are playing versus a Medusa, but they have advantages. GH is just a killer.
Oh, there you go, easy kill for GH. Sees that walking around.
He pops the hood.
He's a tanky boy, not tanky enough. They'll get the kill in return. And you see GH, he's more than happy to take these trades, throwing himself in and getting himself some solo kill.
Look how aggressive they're playing around this ward, though. Another jump. They want no tail.
They're in with the combo. It's not quite enough, but with the Fatal One's out onto the 2 of them, they'll still be able to push on. Miracle getting himself another kill.
They're just running at them. Anytime that they do see anybody playing around this vision, they're just jumping for these kills because of this advantage they've gotten. Again, Miracle, the blinks up.
Right, he's leading him with the Avalanche. Toss not quite on the mark here.
Being a little careful. ILTW does get hit by the sharpshooter.
Gonna be alright though, healed up by the bottle, the Shadow Word. They're keeping RTW at full HP. Once this Metamorphosis continues to go, Fortification has been forced out on OG's side of things.
I just saw LTW's item choices that he's queued up. Pretty interesting. Can they jump on him though,
For the burst, no Miracle, he's in with the counterplay, jumps in with the Avalanche, Silence comes down the stairs, trying to get back to the side, but he's been ruptured. LTW goes down, vacuum onto the 3 of them, as Saxon will go down in return. Ana trying to chase in here, but Nigma, they're on the retreat, and Mind Control's able to drop down the wall. It's Mind Control, he'll be fine. He's able to sneak away in the trees. Seb, he's pretty speedy. He's looking to see if he can get on top of anyone else. He's looking towards GH, but GH, not a target that Seb's going to feel confident pushing on towards. As OG will back off. They're happy with things as they are. They may lose Saxa, but they bring down ILTW.
Ana. See him for a second. He's actually the one just running in onto Kuro.
He's got backup. Saxa's going to come in with a roll onto Kuroki. Kuroki gets the bombs off, but Kuroki, he'll go down. GH is going to climb up with the hook shot. Mind Control gets the combo off, but he's caught in the blood right. They've lost the darks here. Thompson will die as RTW looks to stand his ground with the Metamorphosis. Ana moving in. GH remaining on top of the Medusa, continuing to push him back. Saxa trying to peel Miracle and RTW away from Ana and Seb, but it will cost him his life. Saxa goes down. GH has the control onto Ana. Toss forward as well as they continue closing on the Medusa. The mana pool of Ana completely drained. Force him out to the side. Dive forward from Miracle as he jumps in. Avalanche in place. He's caught the Medusa. Ana
got a toss.
And it's going to be enough. They bring him down as Nigma. No struggles here. Taking the fight as it all begins a little awkwardly. It starts with Ana sort of stepping over to Nigma's half of the map, ready to farm, and then as soon as he's up the cliff, he kind of looks behind him and realizes, oh, there's a team between me and the rest of my teammates.
He's initiating as the Medusa as well. He pops the Stone Gaze, just runs in versus Kuro. And it's important to point out that's a fight without the Chaotic Offering. He didn't have it up, and he gets picked off right at the start. Miracle's still waiting on the sides.
Can he burst Thompson?
He's got the shawl. It's a lot of damage.
It is. I'm going to hook shot follow up.
They got him.
It's going to be enough. Cock push back as well. GH with just the right amount of control on top of the initiation from Miracle. Instantly get them another kill. The tips starting to get shared around here on the side of Nigma as off the back of that last few fights that we've seen.
Like, look at GH's farm. He's got a point booster with the hood. They gave him the fan brace too. It's a 1900 HP Clockwork.
Oh, what's Miracle? Another grab. He gets in onto Seb, tosses it back. Seb's dead. I really do feel this so far this game. This Miracle tiny. Now we're seeing why Nigma will pick it up. I believe what first pick wasn't it in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking pretty terrifying. 9-2-9. Miracle just doesn't stop.
Look at him. Him and GH just brutal killers. Vision from the rocket and then just immediate jumps. And he's the one who's actually been holding the shawl this whole time. Absolutely. For all that extra magic damage. Seems very appropriate.
No, they're just completely in sync with one another this game, Miracle and GH. You can really sense it.
OG not getting much farm on the map at all right now as Team Nigma threatening erosion. Oh, of course, look at that. A bottle and a DD with the imp claw as well too, so tons of damage. OG's got to try to fight this.
They know they're coming over, but Nigma, they also know that OG knows. They're going to smoke up themselves, look to take the
looking for
fight
the fight.
outside of the pit.
2 Aghanims online. Medusa gets Ags, and the Hoodwink has Aghanims on OG. Let's see if it makes a difference this time.
Miracle, he's in with the 3-man avalanche ready to start things off. Seb's getting forced down to the side. Anna pops the stone gaze, looks to turn things around. They've got the control here over towards this tiny as Miracle getting fully focused by Saxa. The pushback comes in.
He can't
Miracle, he's still alive somehow, standing his ground whilst Wretched gets another combo off. As Miracle, he finally dies, but the damage has been done. They've lost Anna, they've lost Saxa, and they've lost No Tail. As OG, they'll lose 3 here for the price of Miracle.
And you may have an Aghanims on your Hoodwink, but it hits a GH Clockwork and it does 0 damage to him at all as ILTW shows up with the defusal and just evaporates the poor Medusa. Even with the hook shot missing at the start here.
That didn't matter in the long run.
No. Great initiation.
There's always going to be that worry that if you don't take down the Tiny quite quick enough, or another round of the spells is surely going to hurt, and they couldn't quite do it despite him getting very low. There's the focus of the 4 of them. There's the space. RTW able to claim the Aegis for himself.
Look at that, the sharpshooter, he's too tanky. They have Pipe and Hood. It's not doing much damage at all this game.
As well with the illusions combined with the failed bonds. There's the defusal slow. Seb's got to get out. We'll manage to force down to the low ground. But GH, she's still closing in on Thompson and No Tail. They don't quite know where to run. As OG, they are going to try and take this fight.
There we go. They get to GH finally. As he's been quite a big thorn in their side. He's always getting on top of Thompson is the biggest thing. Thompson's had to use sharpshooter defensively like 4 or 5 instances in a lot of these fights. So that mid solo is not having the effect that he would have liked as this Hoodwink because of GH. Just constantly getting on top of him. Kuroki setting up for the defense bottom. They're all TPing to the back. Looks like they're going to try to smoke out and catch OG off guard. All of them TPing to the back tower, leaving the fast TP open for ILTW in the front.
ROG going to be ready for this. Nigma.
They scout. They see Saxa.
Okay. A little bit whiffed there with the initiation. As Saxa, he's not going to take the pen on the full combo. Saxa's able to get out to the side. The Fed Ones comes down, though. They'll give them the damage required to bring down the Earth Spirit. Quick stone gaze from Anna, but Nigma's able to step to the side. Turn and try and take down the Golem, but with the Shadow Word, Kuro's Golem's going to be kept alive, and now OG, they've just got to run with no stone gaze, protect himself. They've got to get out of it. Vacuum wall down onto the 2 of them. Thompson trying to turn over towards GH, but GH is too tanky, and now ILTW around. OG, they have to run. They've got no space or place to be had here in this team fight, as Mind Control's able to surge in, take down Thompson. Seb is trying to get back in here.
Watch that. Oh, but it puts them into GH.
Into the Cox. Oh, no! It's straight into the Cox, so that TP ain't gonna work, and it will fall. No Tail and Seb make it out of there.
LTW went alone.
I mean, he's very alone. He's really going for it here. I mean, he's got an Aegis. I think he's expecting there's going to be some backup. I mean, Kuro's trying to get over.
Can he get the Sunder? He's locked in place. The Force, he's dead.
Dead.
I mean, way too far up.
Yeah. One of those moments, I guess, where you just sort of forget what the team is. I mean, we'll see Nigma still come in, get Saxa, but that did not seem like a necessary death there from ILTW.
Nope, OG did sync it up really nicely with all their spell combos, though. They got the Silence. He almost is able to get the Sunder off, but not quite.
Seb. GH. Now start the action. Oh, nice drag back into the second hook shot. They got enough damage, though. They don't. Seb's fine. This time, OG, they'll have a lot of backup. Straight in onto Mind Control. Ice Blast connects with a sharpshooter coming in. There's no chance for Mind Control. Saxa is going to look for the follow-up control onto GH. Miracle's coming in for the side. The Bonds, they're running under the 3 of them. Miracle's in with the combo onto Thompson, but they've already lost GH. Now Miracle's got to be careful. I said that OG also very apprehensive about continuing to keep this fight going. They're straight in the trees, they're TPing out. They don't want to be around when RTW turns up.
Thompson buys himself the Tome, so he's going to have level 3 Sharpshooter online. That big damage jump will be there. So they still do have burst potential if they can get onto those heroes quickly before the BKBs, but now Saxa, he's been found again.
Now they're going to be able to take him out, continue to set back that BKB timing that he's trying to scramble towards, but as you can see, the death's really starting to add up and affect his gold build up this game. Really struggling to get the money in.
He's got the ward down here. He sees Seb as well.
Oh, and he's got
asking
coming
for
in
help
as well. Smokes as well. They're moving straight over.
They're gonna get Seb here. Toss him back to ILTW. Easy. Doesn't even have to use a defusal.
At the same time,
Another one, GH.
He's also caught Thompson.
And he's got a second hook.
He has. He's able to combo in onto Thompson.
He solos him.
As the
there's an
one
iron shield, but-
sharpshooter's not going to be enough. And now Anna, Stonegaze is finished.
He's in the wall as
But
well.
Nigma's able to get in. ILTW and Miracle on top of the Medusa. Anna doesn't stand a chance.
Shredded. GH, the hunter, the killer, again and again getting on top of Thompson, providing all this vision.
Oh boy, he's having a great time there, GH.
Yep.
And really making it look like Thompson just, he's got no, like what does he do?
He's got no out
the
now.
double hook shot. It's too much. 2 sets of hook shots, 2 sets of cogs. You can't sharpshoot
look at
yourself
Miracle.
out of both of them.
He sees the support.
Oh.
He sees blood.
Right up to the fountain, pretty much.
That's a Rex. Maybe even potentially more.
I mean, at least, yeah, here, 36 to 21, 14k lead here for Nigma.
Going for the second one. ILTW, 2 full items on top of the Medusa at this point.
That's insane. I mean, they've just played it
irrecoverable.
so fast.
Yeah. 36 kills, 32 minutes. So clean from the side of Team Nigma today. Double Rexes, 17k gold lead.
I mean,
Even in the tier 4s, why not?
There's not a lot really that Nigma have to be scared of here. We'll see how much space they want to give them. I mean, if they want to stick around, they absolutely can.
They're just going to wait for somebody to show. They've got a chaotic offering as well at the ready after all these fights. They haven't had to use, actually, they haven't had to use it in most of the fights. It's been successful fights just from the initiations without the golem.
And Thompson and Saxa are trying to get out the base here with the smoke, see if they can catch any of Nigma splitting up.
Okay. Meta is still down. AA blast though. 3-man catch. Well, look at the damage.
Big sharpshooter. But have they got anything else to come out? They do! It's enough damage. ILTW will fall there as Thompson's able to set up with a huge burst of his ultimate. Miracle, he's back in though. GH also able to get the lead in onto Seb with the combo. Miracle's able to bring down No-Tail. Second round of hook shot. He's on top of Seb. Seb's going to go down. As GH will get the kill, he'll also get out. TP's away, plays it safe, respects the buyback here from Saxa. Miracle still hanging around
I know.
though.
He's quite alone.
Can Miracle do this with the back of a mind control and Kuroki? Not quite. Zombie starts to run. They put the stone gauge, but the wall's down. Bounce through the Ag Snake. Trying to kick Miracle back, so he's facing towards Anna, but Miracle's able to turn. Turns with another combo, in fact, it takes down Thompson. As he gets set up to pick up another kill, Anna trying to fight against the three of them, but he's slow. GH is back in with the hook shot. The mana's gone on Anna. Anna falls.
GH still hunting. Swells my control, still chasing forward. Saxa will be the sole survivor for his team. As Roche respawns, 20 seconds until ILTW does come back up, and he's got Meta at the ready as soon as he does.
Yeah, Nigma just continuing to just beat OG all over the place.
Oh, is No-Tail going to show himself? Miracle, as soon as he sees him. Oh, he's jumping him. See you later, No-Tail. On to tier 4s. Oh, he throws the tree away. Doesn't even want it. He's just going to punch it. That might be it. They do have buybacks.
They have a buyback on Anna.
But ILTW is running straight down the mid lane, and oh, a DD spawns top as well if they do go back for Rush, if they can't clean up the game right here.
Buybacks. Rupture's down.
But it's Lotus.
Yes, indeed. They'll still try and lead it onto GH, but GH turns with a hook shot straight in onto Saxon Thompson. Revving up the sharpshooter. Is he going to do any sort of sizable damage? It is onto ILTW, but Miracle's on the front lines, pushing the battle with the BKB. Combos down Saxa. Have the AA back up in a second, but now no Saxa.
They're ready to just end this.
They are. ILTW is going to continue pushing on. Stonegaze is back up in a second for Anna.
They've got wall back up in 10 seconds. Meta's popped.
Yeah, they're ready to close this up, Nigma. Zoji, what can they do here with just the four of them? How can they stop ILTW from doing this? Miracle's in with a jump straight away onto No-Tail, takes him out yet again. Back him onto the tree. The wall's dropped down. They're trying to scramble back towards the fountain, but the cogs are out. Anna can't get back to the fountain as Nigma hold him outside of it, take him down. 100 seconds, no Anna. It's over. It really is. GG is called as Nigma. I mean, they just really turn up here in game one. Nothing being held back. As we said, you know, it really was just Miracle and GH leading the charge throughout this whole game. As just as a unit, the aggression, it was perfect.
It was.
And it was something that, you know, we are used to seeing OG bring, but Nigma just, they did it so much better than OG here in this game.
they did not slow down at all. There was no moments where they're like, hey guys, we have chaotic offering on cooldown, let's slow it down. Nope, they were just constantly running, aggressive, playing around ward vision, claiming high ground. Great stuff from Nigma.
Absolutely, this was really quite the showstopper of a performance here from Nigma in this game one, as OG just being, as I said, sort of tossed all over the place. Looking a little bit lost in this one, as they just couldn't ever match the fighting that Nigma was bringing, the team fights each and every time. Just Nigma getting the jump, and OG not quite ready to deal with it.